On this edition of Sports Card ASMR, we are going to price 2 packs of Topps Stadium Club, the 1992 Series 2 Super Premier pack of cards, and the 1994 Topps Stadium Club Series 1 12 Super Premium Baseball cards. We are going to pit them against each other in an epic 2 price guide battle. That's right. Hey everybody, I am the Sports Card Doctor. I'm very happy that you are here today on the channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. We would love for you to consider subscribing to the channel, leaving us a like or thumbs up, a nice comment, hype the video up. You can leave a super thanks to help support the operations. Most importantly, we're just glad you're here today. Alright. I've had this 1992 Topps Stadium Club in my collection for a bit here, waiting for the right video, waiting for the right opponent. But recently picked up this pack of 1994 Topps Stadium Club from Wax Pack World. You can tell it's from 1994 because it's got that font, the typewriter on tape, or more like the label maker font that was very popular. And I gotta admit, I still use from time to time because I am from the 90s. Alright, we have a lot to get to today. And that includes cleaning. It's a dirty space. We don't like dirty spaces. So let's get to cleaning. If we're going to be opening up some premium packs of cards, we might find some cards of value or note. If we do, got some penny sleeves ready to go. We also might find some sports card legends. Legends like Ichiro teaches you to swing your lightsaber. Rob Dibble, a true nasty boy. Norm Charlton, a cuddly boy. Inception, Mike Perez. Pinnacles, tribute to Jay Buhner's Shades. Legends like Dawn Slott, The greatest mustache behind home plate. Legends like Don Slott. The greatest mustache behind home plate. Legends like Don Slott. The greatest mustache behind home plate. Legends like Don Slott. The greatest mustache behind home plate. Oh, wait a minute. I thought we stored this one. I thought this card was in our past. What? This is truly a legend, but avert your eyes, children. Avert your eyes. As always, once we reach 5,000, that's 5,000 subs, we're going to induct another card into the Baseball Card Hall of Fame, the Sports Card ASMR, Baseball Card, Football, Basketball, Hockey Card Hall of Fame. All right, let's get to it. We got these 2 packs of cards, 92, 94. I wanted a fair battle, and often, if you have 2 different years that are kind of not far apart, but enough to where a Beckett won't truly reflect the pricing that these cards could have had at their height, at their heyday. I wanted to correct that, so we got 2 price guides here today. This July 92nd, 1992, Beckett featuring Dion, and the big red machine on the back. Classic around here. Also, I'm going to be using this 1994, April of 94, Michael Jordan Beckett, with Touch 'em All Joe on the back. So let's do flip through these Becketts. Hot and Colds of 1992. Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey Jr., Steve Avery, Phil Plantier, Dave Justice, Jeff Bagwell, Nolan Ryan, Cal Ripken Jr., Ryan Sandberg, Roger Clemens, Chuck Knobloch, Will Nuschler, Clark, Ryan Klesko, Ron Gant, Cecil Fielder, Brian Taylor, Robin Ventura, Bo Jackson, Jose Canseco, all of Top Stadium Club, 1992 Flair Rookie Sensations, Mark McGuire, Deion Sanders, Darryl Strawberry, all of the 1992 Diamond Kings, Bobby Bonilla, Juan Gonzalez, Rick Anderson, Kirby Puckett, and Dean Palmer. Cold, Jose Canseco, Bo Jackson, Pete Rose, Mark McGuire, Don Mattingly, Kevin Moss, Rick Anderson, Jerome Walton, all of Sportflix, Oral Hershiser, the Bulldog. 26, were you out in Thousand Oaks on July 26, 1992 at the baseball card convention up at the Howard Johnson Hotel, you know, off West of Thousand Oaks Boulevard? You can exit Moore Park Road off the 101. It's a great exit. I've been taking it many times. July 26, 1992, Thousand Oaks. Were you there? Comment down below. This one here. April of 94. Hot and Cold, April 1994. Frank Thomas, Mike Piazza, Ken Griffey Jr., Nolan Ryan, Jim Salmon, Juan Gonzalez, Barry Bonds, Paul Molitor, George Brett, Cliff Floyd, 1993, Flair, all of it. Aaron Seeley, Cal Ripken Jr., all of 93 Top's finest. Ryan Sandberg, Lenny Dykstra, David Justice, Roberto Alomar, Donnie Baseball, Fred McGriff, J.T. Snow, Kirby Bucket, Dave Winfield, Joe Carter, Albert Bell, John Rolowood, Manny Ramirez, all of 1993 Upper Deck, Carlos Baerga, all of 1992 Bowman, Cold, Jose Canseco, Darryl Strawberry, J.T. Snow, Bo Jackson, Eric Davis, Pete Rose, Ricky Anderson, Kevin Moss, Mark McGuire, and Frank Thomas. Hot and Cold, Frank Thomas. Another one, big one. On April 1st, 1994, were you in Brooklyn, New York for Friday night sports card, comics, toys, and collectibles up at St. Dominic's Church on 20th Avenue, in the Bay Bridge Parkway. Were you there, having a slice, a dog, and a card collecting show, April 1st, 1994? If you were, let us know down below. There we go. Alright. I'm excited for this one. Let's get to these pack of cards. 1992 Topps Stadium Club. Topps kind of stepped up their game with the Stadium Club series. I've always been a fan of them. Let's go to this Classic Edition, Series 2. 15 cards. Alright, 1992. Join up. Part of the club membership here. Alright. First card up, and again we're looking for about 5 or 6 cards of value to price. We got Gene Nelson and his mullet. Oh, we got a membership choice, Cal Ripken. That's great. We got a Jim Gantner featuring Cecil Fielder's ass. Tim Mauser. Got ourselves a Tim Burke with the Mets. Jeff Facero. Tom Goodwin. Sid Landrum. Sid Brame. It's good shot there. Good action photo. John Marzano. Scott Service. Scott Cooper might have prospect price there. Scott Livingston. John Vanderwall. Steve Fry and Gene Nelson. Well, I gotta tell you something. That ain't a great pack. Oh boy. Alright. Well, let's see if we can find any value in this pack. Definitely gonna use this Cal Ripken. Tim Mauser might have rookie prospect price. Tim Burke, great mental relief pitcher, no value here. Jeff Facero might have rookie card value. Tom Goodwin, prospect value. Sid Landrum. I mean, maybe. Sid Brame's going to be a common. So's Marzano. Scott Service. Scott Cooper. Sure. Livingston. Vanderwall. We got a lot of like rookies. I think a lot of like youngsters here. Remember, the losing pack has to sacrifice a card. Livingston's got a rookie value too, man. And them some breaks. Could have been a pack of great value, but not so much today. I think definitely Ripken, definitely Scott Cooper. Now again, we're going, this is why I'm going off 1992 prices. There's still some hope for all these players here. So I'm going to put all these in, and here's why. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to pick some of these cards after we see what's in this pack. I'm going to make it fair for 1992. Let's go to 94, Series 1. It's been a while since I've opened these ones. I don't remember what these look like. Only 12 cards in the pack here. Here we go, 1994, Topps Stadium Club. First up is Craig Grayback. We got some brickin'. Anthony Young. Ooh, Steve Avery. Like that. Paper loss there, but what are we going to do? Leon Bip Roberts. Vinny Castilla now in the Rockies. Alright, Darren Jackson. And that's Jose Vizcaíno. Wow. There we go, look at that loss. Oh, that's unfortunate. Big fan of Tim Wakefield over the years. Paper loss on that card, but look at that. That's a great shot of that knuckleball. That's a great card. We'll hold on that just for memory's sake. Alright. We got Tom Lampkin. Greg Blosser. Made his Major League debut there. Ooh, we got Major League debuts. It's an info card. 8 of 10. Wow. That's worse than a checklist. It's just an info card. Yankee star Randy Velarde. I said star. And a checklist. Wow, I gotta tell you something. I paid kind of decent money to have this sent to me. Oh, not a good pack either. Alright, let's figure it out. Let's see what we got going on here. I think Anthony Young might have a little bit of young prospect power. He's coming off that horrendous 16 loss season. Definitely a young Steve Avery. Maybe Leon Bip Roberts. Maybe Vinny Castilla now moving to the Rockies. Darren Jackson has some prospect power, but there I think he's lost it. Vizcaíno now going over to the Cubs. Not so much. I think we'll price Wakefield. Lampkin, no. Backup catcher. Well, Blosser made his Major League debut. We'll track that. That's something else. And Randy Velarde. This is two horrendous packs. But secretly, I kind of like it. Let's just do all these. That's 6 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that would do it. I think we're going with this. This is going to be something. Let's do it. Let's first price our 1992 Stadium Club, Series 2. Commons are 15 cents, so that puts us into even a little bit of a better spot right there. All right, first up is Dodger prospect Tom Goodwin. We know that maybe his career didn't go as planned, but in 1992, we didn't necessarily know that. Card number 322 in the set. 322 in the set. Tom Goodwin, 45 cents. All right, Scott Service, Craig Biggio's been moved to like second base. Service, an Olympian, is the future here for Houston's backstop situation. 509. There he is, 20 cents. All right, he was a future slugger for the Expos. He'd have one big season later on in his career. It was a big surprise, and in my fantasy baseball league, we referred to that as a Vanderwall season. And any player who had that kind of season, we'd just add Vanderwall to his name. So thank you, John Vanderwall, for bringing entertainment to my fantasy baseball league. 385 in the set. And there he is. It's a rookie. 50 cents for John Vanderwall. It's a pretty big pack so far. I thought we had a bad pack. By modern standards, none of these names holding up. But back then, the future was wide open for players like Scott Livingstone, number 317 in the set. There he is, 35 cents. Okay. Scott Cooper ran Wade Boggs out of town. 1992, he was all the rage, 377. And another 50-cent card here. All right. It's Members Choice Cal Ripken Jr. card. We're going to hold on to this one too for our set. And Members Choice Cal Ripken, $1.50. Alright, this might not be even close. I was thinking this was going to be the bad pack. Alright, let's add this all up. $3.50. Wow. Big pack. Big pack there. Over here, I'm just going to check some of these prices. Facero's rookie. $4.69, 20 cents. All of these listed. Mauser, $4.58, 25 cents. Well, we could have even done better. Landrum, 20 cents. I think this was the power of Top Stadium Club Premier Cards. Collectors back then were like, "Oh, you need that set, Landrum. You're gonna want to hold on to this one." And here we are. Junk wax indeed. All right. Let's go back to this one, and let's hope that this Stadium Club 1994. There's a little bit of the same luck. Sorry, loud noises. Alright, oh, and here we go. 35 plus club, we don't have that. Common players, 10 cents. We've got semi-stars, 15. So we have to make that judgment. Alrighty. Let's see. We can come up with $3.50 and make this interesting. Alright, Benny Castilla. He's moved from the Braves to the expansion Rockies. He's about to be a big slugger. Not helped at all by the atmospheric conditions there, the altitude in Denver. But let's check this out. Number 2, by the way, these are really busy. Very indicative of that mid-90s design for a lot of cards. 244, 244, and it begins. This is a common. Benny Castillo. Leon Pip Roberts, one of my favorite players of this era, but there's not much going to be found here in terms of pricing. 186. Yeah, and I'm not going to call him a semi-star. Alright, he's coming off a really bad year, but many still thought he'd be the Mets ace of the future in 1994. Let's find out. Number 28 in the set. 28. Oh, it's looking bad. Do we have $3.20 left in this pack? Let's find out. Greg Bossner, he's made his Major League debut. He's the new Ellis Sparks Mike Greenwell in Boston. Let's check it out. Number 172. We got 171 listed, and Brian Turang, and that's a common. All right. 94. Here's my worry with Wakefield. He was in that period of time where he was no longer having a lot of success in Pittsburgh. That early 91, 92 kind of success had started to fade away. This isn't the Red Sox legend Wakefield. He had 152, 152, and that's a common as well. This might be one of the biggest blowouts ever. Alright, but don't worry. We're left with Steve Avery. Look at that sweet baby boy's face right there. Coming off a big year, 93. Don't forget, Avery was perhaps the most heralded of the Braves pitchers, even over the more established ones like Smoltz, Glavine, and then they acquired Maddox, of course. After Maddox, they won a Cy Young, but Avery was supposed to be the future. He had a pretty good career and run, just not what was planned. What's his value in April of 94? 254. What do we have here? I see him. He's listed at 30 cents. Wow. Okay. Big blowout. Big blowout. And we're just going to make it official. Fun. Let's just see what else is in here. The checklist. Number 269. Is it listed? Is it listed? Well, checklists are 10 cents. It's a 10-cent card. It's a 10-cent checklist right there. What about my man, Randy Velarde? 156. We like Yankees, right? We like Yankees. No, that's not a common 10 cents, but we're up to $1. What about this info card? No, info cards aren't listed. It's because they suck. Nothing. Tom Lampkin, do you like backup catchers? Top Stadium Club doesn't. Not listed. $1.10. Jose Vizcaíno, 89. And he's not named Ken Griffey Jr., right? $1.20. Darren Jackson, 157. $1.30. Craig Grayback, little short guy. 5'7". 225. That's common as well. What, $1.40? That's bad. That's a blowout, big blowout. It's not that this line doesn't have a lot of value. There's $2 Nolan Ryan, 151 Tim Salmon, Griffey Jr. at 2, Cliff Floyd at $1.50, yeah, Mike Piazza at 2, Aaron Seeley at 1, Eduardo Perez at 40. No, that JT Snow, Tim Salmon at $1. Frank Thomas, Mike Piazza, another Ken Griffey Jr. That's the 35 club. Barry Bonds at $1. We could have had some value, but we didn't. It was a lot of fun. Well, it's time to sacrifice a card. You know what? Got nothing against Vinny Castillo. I like those mid-90s Rockies. Great for fantasy baseball, but I think you gotta go. You've been sacrificed and cut up. Thanks for hanging with us today. Like the video on the way out. Tell your ASMR loving friends about us, and tell your sports card loving fans who might not mind ASMR videos about us as well. That's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on Sports Card ASMR.